Hey, aloha guys, what's going on? Aloha from sunny Hawaii. Looks like my stream's a little sticky or on a delay of some type, but uh, welcome to Cutty Edits, episode CTV59, Puppy Love. This is session 5. And today we're going to be editing or working on a multi-camera clip. We're going to edit together a multi-camera clip, and then we're going to assemble a multi-camera clip, and then we're going to do some editing work on the clip. And what the clip is, it's a cooking segment where we make these really fun almond nut butter treats, vegetarian treats for the dogs and for ourselves. So it's going to be fun. So come and join me. And here we go. So we're going to quit out of preview here and get right into Final Cut Pro. And in the last couple sessions, we've done a bunch of editing. We've buffed out rough cuts of our opening. And I'll just give you the first couple seconds so you can tell what this show is about here.
Aloha. Ooh, it's going to be a fantastic day today. We're falling in love. Puppy love, that is, with our friends at the Hawaii Island Humane Society. Let's tell them what else we're going to do today, kids.
We're going to make some vegan treats for ourselves
and for all the doggies we'll be meeting today.
Plus, we're going to learn all about the Hawaii Island Humane Society's Junior PAL certification program.
And remember, it's not just a cooking show for kids.
It's a way of life. Yeah.
Okay, so there you have it. That's the essence of the show. And the show has several segments. It's going to be, 27 minutes and 55 seconds long, which is right around out here. So I do have some extra content to create. And today I'm going to just do a lot of editing and less talking because there's a lot of kind of detailed work that I have to take care of. But we did work on this cooking segment here, where we made our first hot meal for the dogs, and then the last couple days we've been working on this segment shot at the Humane Society, and yesterday we made a rough cut of this short cooking segment where we made these beautiful frozen treats for the dog. And now we're going to get into this next segment. It's another cooking segment. It takes place with our friend BB from the Hawaii Island Humane Society. I'm using 2 monitors. It's very hard to broadcast 2 monitors. Very difficult because everything's so small on the screen. But I'm gonna make some things bigger here for you. This is the bin. These are the bins that contain all the video right here. And I make these little folders. They're called events in Final Cut Pro, but it's a folder that holds video from your main video folder, and then you can pick out ones that you're going to use for different segments. I call this segment PL Cook 3. And this is all the video and audio that I've shot, most of it that we shot for this segment. Not all of it, but most of it. And there's a reason for that, and which I'll explain to you later. And here's the audio. Now this audio, as you can see, this is a big, giant audio file. And what happens is that this was handed in to me as one file. And guys, when you're editing, you want to try and get your audio guys to hand in a separate audio file for each take, basically, if you can, because when you go to assemble these clips in a multicam, it confuses the computer, the system a little bit when it has all this audio to search through to match clips. But I am going to select all the clips in this bin. And then I'm going to right-click and say New Multicam Clip. And while that's happening, I'm going to name it, this is going to be PL Cook 3. PL Cook 3. PL stands for Puppy Love, by the way. MC, which stands for a multicam clip. And that's how I'll be able to know what that clip is when I identify it. Can you hear me okay? Is my audio coming in okay? I can't tell right now anyway because I'm on a separate screen, but I'm going to assemble these all together basically with a touch of a button. I'm using audio for synchronization. There's other ways to synchronize, but And so here it goes. It's working. Taking a moment here to synchronize all those clips together. And waiting is a big part of the game, by the way. Okay, and so this is the clip right here. When I click on it, when I double click on it, it'll show you what it looks like. It shows all the layers of video, and we had 3 cameras rolling on this particular segment. So there's 3 layers of video, and then this 1 layer of audio right here. And so this audio, this was from Abraham's shotgun mic right here, and then we had a couple of channels for myself and for Donica and for BB plugged into various cameras that we were shooting with. So that's basically what it looks like broken down. I'm going to turn on all of the audio channels here so I can hear them all to make sure that it's synchronized. Now here's how you're going to be able to tell when it's synchronized. Going back to my full screen view here, it's going to make things look smaller for now, but I think you'll enjoy watching this. So when I'm looking at it, it's like I'm in a studio now, and I'm seeing all 3 of my camera angles and my audio right here. And what I want to do is just to make sure that whenever there was cameras shooting together, that they were synchronized, in fact. And so we do that. I'm just going to roll, and I'm going to watch these screens and just see if it all looks like it all started at the same time. All right, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. You've got a special treat that was named after you that you're going to help the kids make. Okay, so yeah, so they're lined up pretty good together. Goes out. So while Donica's back putting the treats in. And I see I'm missing a clip here. 191. It should be set right up in here from this camera, from this one camera here. So I'm going to have to go back and find that clip, make sure I have it. And there's things you can do. I'm just going to do a little search here for it. Just the clip number. And this is it right here. Goes out. So I don't know if I can bring it down into this timeline. What I think it would be easier to do would be to start over with the multicam. But first,
Education coordinator.
let's see.
BB is the humane.
All right, so I've got 2 clips here. Oh, it's all one clip. All right, so I'm going to add this clip back to my PL Cook 3 folder. Well, first, I'm just going to go through my undo button here until I get back to where I was. This is part of it. And then I'm going to go to the video and find clip number 191. And I'm going to grab that clip, bring it down into my Cook 3 bin, like that. So now all the clips, now I think I have all the clips for this segment. So let's try it again. We're going to select all, right click for multicam clip, name it, PL Cook 3, multicam, and click the button. Let it churn away again. Philosophize about life. Oh, that one went a little bit more quickly. So again, I'm just going to double click on it. Make sure that we've got all the clips.
The work you're on. All right, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. You've got a special treat that.
Okay, so my clip didn't make it, so got to figure out why. Go back and make sure it's in this bin, and there it is. And that's because it wasn't selected. All the other clips were selected, but that one wasn't. So they all have to be selected when you do your multicam. Oh boy, there we go. with live stream, you wish you can start over from the beginning sometimes, you know, but you can't. You're stuck with it. So this is the way it goes. This is part of the job. Okay. Once again, I'm going to double click down on it and make sure that my video is lined up now. And let me bring you back on board here with the viewers. There they are. Just try and make them big enough for you to see here. So now we're looking at turning back all the audio from each mic. I'll turn them off later, the ones I don't need.
So while Donica's back putting the blueberry treats in the freezer,
okay, so that's basically
a special guest that we're going to ask to come out and join us, and that's BB. Come on out here, BB. BB is the education coordinator.
Okay, so that's all three angles and the audio are all pretty well lined up here now.
Blueberry treats in the freezer. We've got a special guest that we're going to ask to come out and join us, and that's BB. Come on out here, BB. BB is the...
Okay, and so this is where we introduce BB, who you've already met in a previous segment that we were editing. But in the show, this is where we introduce BB into the show. So I'm just going to lower the shotgun audio a little bit. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that multicam clip that we just created, which is right here, and I'm going to drop it into a new timeline, which is called a project in Final Cut Pro. I was a Final Cut Pro studio guy. It's been really tough to make the transition to Final Cut 10, just in terms of terminology and things like that. But doing the best I can with it. So we're calling this PL Cook 3 timeline because it's a timeline. And then I'm going to take the clip that we created and drag it down into the timeline. So this now is basically what you were just seeing. This is all 4 layers, as you can see up here. This clip is all 4 layers built into one. And now I'll be able to cut from clip to clip to clip pretty easily just by going up here. You see the little razor blade that appears and cutting. So the next thing I want to do is I want to make sense of all of the dialogue. The dialogue is now what I'm doing. So this is my base layer, and so for my base layer, I'm going to just lay down the dialogue as best as I can, and then anything that looks funky video-wise, or everything that does, and other things that we're going to cover with some of the great B-roll that we have for this segment as well. So here we go. Okay.
Rolling, everybody, rolling.
And I'll make this timeline a little bigger for you to see.
Rolling.
And I'm asking, are all the cameras rolling? Well, unfortunately, they weren't all rolling, but it's okay. It's there it goes. This one got a little bit of a late start. So here we go. Let's see. I see there's no dialogue till right down here, so I'm just going to skip right down.
So while
okay, so in the last scene, Donica took our treats to the freezer, basically. And so we're gonna, in each scene, you give a little recap or a little review in the beginning of the scene of what you did in your last segment. And so that's what I'm doing right now.
So while Donica's back putting the treats in,
took me a couple takes on this one.
So while Donica's back putting the blueberry treats in the freezer, we've got a special guest that we're going to ask to come out and join us, and that's BB. Come on out here, BB. BB is the education coordinator. What are you?
Uh-oh, okay.
You mean educator?
All right, so obviously I'm cutting all this out. You can just watch for a minute or two.
BB, come on out here, BB. BB is the education coordinator. What are you?
Like I don't need to say come on out here. Obviously she's coming out there, so I'm cutting that out.
BB is the and that's BB is the come out and join us, and that's BB. BB is the.
So it's I hear BB 3 times.
The BB is.
Okay, so there's the cut right there. And
BB is the education.
let's see.
We're going to ask to come out and join us, and that's BB.
It's running sticky, only because of all the angles. So again, I'm going to go back to my dialogue and give you guys a better view of the action here, just by clicking off of angles. Now I got my one viewer here, so that'll be easier for you to see for now. And then we'll cut the angles.
BB is the us, and that's BB. BB.
So I got that little shh in there. Cut that out.
Us, and that's BB is the. That's that. We're going to ask to come out and join us, and that's BB is.
Cut it a little short.
BB is the.
Getting there.
BB is the.
Okay, close enough for now.
BB is the humane. BB is the humane. BB is the humane educator.
Okay, and if something's funny, or if it's funky, or if it if it make a good outtake, or something like that, we do bloopers at the end of our show. So anything where the kids are laughing at me, or somebody messes up a little bit or whatever. So this is a little clip I'm going to keep. I have a project called Bloopers Project in here, or Show Close Project. Let's see. Going to the master timeline, and then this is where I'm inserting my bloopers, I think.
And we learned all about the
Okay, so this is the bloopers one.
And remember, it's not just a cooking show for kids.
Okay, so I'm just going to lay that clip down in here for later on, in case we... Doesn't want to go down in there. Go back and get it again.
Humane join us, and that's BB. BB is the.
Cut it. And then I'm just going to paste it in there. All right. We go back to the segment we were editing. Here we go.
Join us, and that's BB. BB is the humane educator for the Hawaii Island Humane Society, and
Yes.
welcome aboard.
Thank you. Thank you for having us here.
And BB's gotten a promotion since this video, but that's part of it too.
Very nice to be here.
So, should we go?
All right. And again, scripting was loose on this part of it. You know, you've got 4 or 5 kids running around, their parents all hanging out. It's starting to get a little hot in the day, and it's just how it works. I will say, folks, it's really important to be as organized as possible when you're doing stuff like this.
A more straight-on angle.
So I asked Abraham to just change the angle a little bit for just to make it look like we had more cameras.
All right, thank you so much for joining us.
All right. So again, if we're just listening to the dialogue on the story, let's listen to it now and see if it makes sense.
So while Donna.
And I'll tighten it up as well.
So while Donica's back putting the treats.
All right. Get rid of that clip.
So while Donica's back putting the blueberry treats in the freezer, we've got a special guest that we're going to ask to come out and join us, and that's BB. BB is the humane educator for.
So again, that's a jump cut, but I'm going to cover that up. I'll have another shot that I'll cover that up with. I have kind of a cool shot of BB that I used in a different segment, and I'll just steal that shot and reuse it. In fact, I can even do that now if you guys want to sort of see what that looks like here. So just go to the master segment here, and we already worked on this one, and I have a real cool shot of her right here. Oops. Look at all those edits. Man, oh man, did we make some edits on that one. So let's see. There's the shot. It's got her name, everything like that. It's already there and done. So I'm just gonna grab those two clips. Her name and the shot. Okay, I can see your comments now. If you make any comments, feel free to jump in and tell your friends about it. Share it with people and come on in and join me. It's really brings me a lot of joy to do this, even though it's hard work. Okay, so we're covering a jump cut, remember, from one moment in time to a few moments later. It looks like this, watch.
BB is
right there, see, that doesn't look right. You know, it has to make sense visually, too. So we'll just put a little shot of BB in here. I think right here with the shaka will be that shot right there, that part of it. So just make it a shorter one. And then just a little, give her a little title there.
Yes, that we're going to ask to come out and join us, and that's BB. BB is the humane educator for the Hawaii Island Humane Society, and welcome aboard.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, you see how that works? I just shortened time. Now she's already on stage, and all I did was just cover it with a nice shot that I already had. Pretty cool, huh?
Come out and join us, and that's BB. BB is the humane educator for the Hawaii Island Humane Society, and welcome aboard.
And it says humane educator, so I probably should go in and change that. Okay, on to the next edit.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Thank you for having us here.
All right,
Okay, she says thank you twice or 3 times or whatever. I'm just going to use the one thank you. Cut out the other ones, save time.
Humane Society, and welcome aboard.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you so.
I'm going to get rid of the all right. I'm just going to go straight to the thank you also.
And welcome aboard.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate.
And again, this is another one I'm going to cover because it's a funky jump cut in time. Here I have my arm on her in this scene, and in this scene I'm separated from her. So we're gonna trick people, but I'm not gonna fill that. I'm not gonna fill a lot of these B-roll clips in until I've laid down most of the dialogue.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. You've got a special treat that was named after you that you're going to help the kids make here in just a second. But I just wanted to take a minute to, first of all, say thank you for all of the hard work that you do throughout the community for the kids and the adults, and of course for the animals. And we appreciate all of your hard work. You're a hardworking lady. You have a lot of great programs for kids, don't you?
Yes, I do. And thank you for having us here. Thank you for inviting us. Nice to be here. These are some of my
Programs for kids, don't you?
Yes, I do. And thank you for having us here. Thank you for inviting us.
Okay, and so this is another little edit I know I can make easily. So
nice to be here. These
kids, don't you?
Yes, I do. And thank you for having us here. Thank you for inviting us. These I do. And thank you for having us here. Thank you for inviting us.
So I don't think she needs to say thank you twice. So let's get rid of that.
Don't you?
Yes, I do. And thank you for having us here. These
Just a little bit of a cut it a little bit short.
are some of my junior.
Kids, don't you?
Yes, I do. And thank you for having us here. These are some of my junior pals. Junior pals is one of the programs I do where the kids come and learn basic obedience, kindness to animals, and give one-on-one love and support to the animals that are at the shelter missing that one-on-one support.
Okay, so I mean I got plenty of great footage I'm going to cover all this with, but one shot I know that will be easy for me is when she talks about these are the kids from the program, because I have another shot that I already did in the beginning of the show with all those kids. So I'm just going to steal that shot from the other segment. So just always kind of referring back to my master timeline here. Then I go and find the clip. Sorry about the volume. I have to keep adjusting it for now.
And we're back with Abraham and Donica and our very special kids from the Hawaii.
Okay, so here's the clip. So drill down into that section, that segment. And it's just a clip of these 4 great students. The camaraderie, you get to know the people and the parents and the grandparents come sometimes, and they all hang out and watch the shoot, and it's just a great moment in time for everybody, really. All right.
The Hawaii Island Humane Society, and
Yes.
welcome aboard.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. You've got a special treat that was named after you that you're going to help the kids make here in just a second. But I just wanted to take a minute to, first of all, say thank you for all of the hard work that you do throughout the community for the kids and the adults, and of course for the animals. And we appreciate all of your hard work. You're a hardworking lady.
Okay, and I'm just going to stop it at the animals because I've thanked her a few times here. So
For the animals. For the animals. And we appreciate all of your hard work. You're a hardworking lady. You have a lot of great programs for kids, don't you?
Yes, I do. And thank you for having us here. These are some of my junior.
Programs for kids, don't you?
Yes, I do. And thank you for having us here. These are some of my junior.
So right here, I'm going to lay it down. Again, we're going to do this little L cut I mention every once in a while. And so that's just, again, if you've done any desktop publishing, it's almost the same thing. It's just all about layers, layering things on top of each other. At least that's how I edit it anyway.
Yes, I do. And thank you for having us here. These are some of my junior pals. Junior pals is one of the programs
I know it's harder to hear because the volume isn't.
I do where the kids come and learn basic obedience, kindness to animals, and give one-on-one love and support to the animals that are at.
And let me see if I can get the volume better going here before I continue editing on.
The animals that are at the shelter missing that. The reason that's fun. That one-on-one support.
Right. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Huh. What I want the mode to be is dual mono, but it doesn't give me that option here. So I am gonna have to deal with that. Let's see. At some point in time later on.
Junior Pals. Junior Pals is one of the programs I do where the kids come and learn basic.
I could go to the bass clip.
If the child
Woo!
makes a mistake or something, dog can't laugh at them.
Right.
So it's a great way for them to learn to read.
And they get to practice their reading as
Yes,
well.
yes.
To somebody that's not going to.
So maybe perhaps we have her mic'd on to one of these other cameras. There we go.
Learn basic obedience,
There we go.
kindness to animals, and give one-on-one love and support to the animals that are at the shelter missing that one-on-one support.
Right. Fantastic.
Okay, so I had her audio plugged into a different camera here, so now that's working much better, at least for now, as long as that camera's still running. All right, back to it.
For kids, don't you?
Yes, I do, and thank you for having us here. These
Whoop. And so I have to do the same thing to these other clips now, is to add the dialogue here, so I have to activate this microphone on all these clips right here. Looks like I'm gonna have to do it one. Will I have to do it one at a time? Let's see. No. Maybe. Okay, now it's much better.
That we're going to ask to come out and join us, and that's BB. BB is the humane educator for the Hawaii Island Humane Society, and
Yes.
welcome aboard.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. You've got a special treat that was named after.
Now it's super loud.
You've got a special treat that was named after you that you're going to help the kids make here in just a second. But I just wanted to take a minute to, first of all, say thank you for all of the hard work that you do throughout the community for the kids and the adults, and of course for the animal. You have a lot.
Okay, you need the S on animals.
For the animals. You have a lot of great programs for kids, don't you?
Yes, I do, and thank you for having us here. These are some of my junior pals. Junior pals is one of the
So I'm gonna go to her audio here and lower it.
To come and help one of your pets, one of your animals, and also help themselves
It
as well.
exposes them to potential adoption.
So I don't have her audio in any of the rest of this segment because I don't have any video for this segment. This camera, I'm gonna have to go see if I can find it, but problems, always. It's always something. Anyway, let me lower BB's audio here a little bit.
I just wanted to take a minute to. Right, fantastic.
All right, let's see if that helps a little bit.
And thank you for having us here.
Much
These
better.
are some of my junior pals. Junior pals is one of the programs I do where the kids come and learn basic obedience, kindness to animals, and give one-on-one love and support to the animals that are at the shelter missing that one-on-one support.
Okay, and honestly, like we talk about all the other programs that that she has in the segment that we already produced. So I'm gonna cut out all the rest of the stuff that she's talking about, unless I say, you have some other programs as well, and this would be a good transition point to transition into the Humane Society scene at this moment right now. So I've got that in the back of my head.
Right, fantastic. And what else do you have?
We have another program called Tales with Tales where students
Okay, and again, we don't really need all this stuff because we're already going to learn this stuff later on.
classrooms can come and sit and read to the dogs. It's great for the kids. We have a humane library that we can present to the kids. And the reason that's fun is the dogs get some fun and love, and
Right.
so it's a great way for them to learn to read.
And they get to practice their reading as
Yes,
well.
yes.
To somebody that's not going to be judgmental.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. And we. Any other programs you've got?
Also do home, and they come down. We also teach them basic obedience.
Like, what are we going to do with this, right? This footage is her explaining things, and we're on a cooking set, and she's talking about and this is all stuff we've already are going to learn on the episode, so it's all coming out, all of this. Let's get to the cooking.
Shots of the dog, so it's not just a sit. Have a dog out which is good. Taking a dog out if a family comes to potentially adopt a dog, they're not taking.
So I've lost my clip here, my other clip, multicam clip. So
One thing I know is that I was visiting recently, and I saw a couple that was here on vacation that came and took a dog out for a day trip.
Yes, that's our field trip for dogs.
well, that's kind of one that's, you know, maybe worth mentioning. I don't have much B-roll for it.
And locals can do it as well. It was first created for tourists to help get the dogs out of the shelter and let tourists, if they were missing their pets while they were visiting us. But now it's open to anyone that wants to take a dog out.
Well, let's see if I can improve her audio with the shotgun mic a little bit, because I don't have audio for the other. And that helps right there.
While they were visiting us, but now it's open to anyone that wants to take a dog out, that wants to spend the day.
There's a lot of background noise. There's some wind going. I'm not sure if I want to use it yet. I'm going to leave it off for now. The audio is the last thing that we buff out, just so you guys know. So right now, still focused on dialogue.
Get a dog out of a shelter.
Right.
Which is really nice.
Great for the people, great for the dogs. People are on vacation, and maybe they're missing their dogs or
Yes.
whatever, or they're thinking about getting a dog when they go back home. So they get to come and help one of your pets, one of your animals, and also help themselves as
It
well.
exposes them to potential adoptions, people that may not come to the shelter, and it also gives us an idea of what dogs like. How were they in the car ride? Did they like the beach? Did they meet other dogs? Did they meet kids? So it's something that's really good for everybody.
That's so awesome. And one of the other things you do with the kids is that you make these awesome.
Kids, so it's something that's really good for everybody.
Okay, so I'm going to cut it all out. Getting straight to the... So, boom. And now let's see where we end up.
That one-on-one support.
That's so awesome. And one of the other things you do with the kids is that you make these awesome dog bone shaped peanut butter treats for the dogs.
There are no baked dog treats, so anybody can make them, any age can make them. You can make them at home yourself with your youngsters. Kids.
So she's low on audio. Sorry about that, but this is how it goes. I'll fix it later.
The dogs.
There are no baked dog treats, so anybody can make them, any age can make them. You can make them at home yourself with your youngsters. Kids love fun getting dirty. Dogs love them. Everybody they like them too. We've all tried them. We've tested them out, and it's really easy. You mix them together with your hands, put them in the freezer, or you can stick them in a Kong because it's really soft. Give it to your dog for the day. Gives them something to play with all day and get a treat. Or you can freeze them on a really hot day, give them a piece. Great way to tool.
Now you heard that. This happens sometimes too. Somebody brushes across their microphone by accident or whatever, and you get this little brushing sound. And as I mentioned this before, but networks don't like that stuff. You got to clean that stuff up when you're in your finished product.
Play with all day and get a treat. Or you can freeze them on a really hot day, give them a piece. Great way to cool down.
Great, and let's just go over the ingredient.
Hot day, give them a piece. Great way to cool down.
Great, and let's just go over the ingredients in this treat real fast. We've got peanut butter, oatmeal.
So I'm going to cut this up because I'm going to show the B-roll. We got some great B-roll for all this.
Ingredients in this treat real fast. We've got peanut butter, oatmeal,
Sweet potato or pumpkin. Pumpkin works as well. The pumpkin with no Thanksgiving stuff in it.
right? So you can substitute pumpkin for sweet potato. We've got honey. Got we've got honey and
coconut milk powder.
Right,
We
and so we were going to do milk powder, but since
Great.
since our vegetarians were involved in this recipe, right?
So Donica and Abraham are really two of the healthiest people on the earth, and they're strict vegetarians. So, and Donica's co-hosting the show. Abraham's on this episode, and Abraham is shooting and directing, and so we decided to go with all vegetarian.
Right? We went with the coconut milk powder, and I'll bet you that's going to be more tasty than
Probably.
the milk powder
Those
for the
dogs will
dogs.
Love it, yeah.
and I think the humans will love it too. So we get to eat these too if we want to, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's going to be so.
absolutely.
Let's get the kids going. You're gonna make one for them real fast, and then the kids are gonna get to make their own treats as well. So we'll have you go first.
So what we
Okay, so I think I'm gonna right there. I think I'm just gonna. We'll look at what we've done to this point, and then I think if it's all nice and smooth dialogue-wise, we're gonna. I think we're just gonna call it a day there, guys. And let's have a listen to it again. In this situation, you kind of want to close your eyes and listen to the dialogue because we're more focused on that than we are on what it looks like right now. We'll tend to that later. So here we go.
So while Donica's back putting the blueberry treats in the freezer, we've got a special guest that we're going to ask to come out and join us, and that's BB. BB is the humane educator for the Hawaii Island Humane Society, and
Yes.
welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. You've got a special treat that was named after you that you're going to help the kids make here in just a second, but I just wanted to take a minute to, first of all, say thank you for all of the hard work that you do throughout the community for the kids and the adults, and of course, for the animals. You have a lot of great programs for kids, don't you?
Yes, I do. And thank you for having us here. These are some of my Junior Pals. Junior Pals is one of the programs I do where the kids come and learn basic obedience, kindness to animals, and give one-on-one love and support to the animals that are at the shelter.
Now keep in mind, I have more angles than this. I have other shots to choose from. So for instance, when BB's talking, we might change the angle. Let me show you what I mean.
Junior Pals is one of the programs I do where the kids come and learn basic obedience, kindness to animals, and give one-on-one love and support to the
So I like this angle here for this clip. So let's see what that would look like. And we'll show you what it looks like leading up to it.
For kids, don't you?
Yes, I
Okay, and also we're going to cut this clip right here
Yes.
too.
You have a lot of great programs for kids, don't you?
Yes, I
Okay, so this clip we're going to choose for this angle here.
Adults, and of course, for the animals. You have a lot of great programs for kids, don't
do. And thank you for us here. These are some of my Junior Pals programs I do where the kids come.
And I think I'm going to put this clip, let's go with this camera here.
These are some of my Junior Pals. Junior Pals is one of the programs I do where the kids come and learn basic obedience, kindness to animals, and give one-on-one love and support.
Okay. And let's go back to our regular view here.
Kids come and learn basic obedience, kindness to animals, and give one-on-one love and support to the animals that are at the shelter missing that one-on-one support.
That's so awesome.
And I might cover that. I have B-roll that I might cover that with, but
That's so awesome. And one of the other things you do with the kids is that you make these awesome dog bone shaped peanut butter treats for the dogs.
There are no baked dog treats, so anybody can make them, any age can make them. You can make them at home yourself with your youngsters. Kids love fun getting dirty. Dogs love them. They like them too. We've all tried them. We've tested them out, and it's really easy. You can mix them together with your hands, put them in the freezer, or you can stick them in a Kong because it's really soft. Give it to your dog for the day. Give them something to play with all day and get a treat. Or you can freeze them on a really hot day, give them a piece. Great way to cool down.
Great. And let's just go over the ingredients in this treat real fast. We've got peanut butter.
Yes.
okay. And here's where we're gonna add our little sliding text here. So again, I'm gonna cheat this one and go to another one that I've already done for another cooking segment. Just make it save a little time. Here it is right here. Kind of have to get your pointer on it, so when you double click, your pointer will be on it in the in the drill down. So I'm just going to copy this one, go back to the PL Cook 3 segment, timeline I mean, and we'll drop it down.
Or you can freeze them on a really hot day, give them a piece. Great way to cool down.
Great, and let's just go over the ingredients in this treat real fast. We've got peanut butter,
Yes.
oatmeal,
Sweet potato or pumpkin.
Peanut butter, oatmeal, sweet potato. So I'm just going to go in here. All right, let's see what the next one is.
Potato or pumpkin. Pumpkin works as well. The pumpkin with
Let's see.
Last, we've got peanut butter,
Yes.
oatmeal,
sweet potato.
Okay, so sweet potato and oatmeal are out of place here.
fast. We've got peanut butter,
Yes.
oatmeal,
Sweet potato. Pumpkin.
Excuse me.
Pumpkin works as well. The pumpkin with no Thanksgiving.
So, or raw pumpkin, I'm just going to put in parentheses. Or pumpkin. All right, and continuing on.
Sweet potato or pumpkin.
Oop. Or pumpkin should be after sweet potato. And I think I'm just going to put it closer here.
got peanut butter,
Yes.
oatmeal,
Sweet potato or pumpkin. Pumpkin works as well. The pumpkin with no Thanksgiving stuff in it.
right? So you can
So I'm just going to cut it at the pumpkin works as well.
As well, the pumpkin with no or pumpkin. Pumpkin works as well.
Just going to cut it right there.
The pumpkin with no Thanksgiving stuff in it.
right. So you can substitute pumpkin for sweet potato. Substitute pumpkin for sweet potato. We've got so you can substitute pumpkin for.
All right, just going to get rid of it, trim a little more of that fat out of there. Oops. All right, here we go. Don't worry about what it looks like. Once again, we're gonna cover it all with some beautiful B-roll.
Pumpkin works as well.
So you can substitute pumpkin for.
Sweet potato or pumpkin. Pumpkin works as well.
So you can.
Okay, so or pumpkin, I'm just gonna cut it right there.
Well,
So you can butter,
Yes.
oatmeal,
sweet potato or pumpkin.
Or pumpkin.
so you can substitute pumpkin for sweet potato. We've got honey and
Coconut milk powder.
All right, so honey and coconut milk powder. All right.
real fast. We've got peanut butter,
Yes.
oatmeal.
Sweet potato or pumpkin.
So you can substitute pumpkin for sweet potato. We've got honey and
Coconut milk powder.
All right, just tighten this up a little bit. Trim out all the dead space, covering it all. In fact, I think that's how we'll end today. We'll cover this footage that we with our B-roll shots.
And
Coconut milk powder.
right, and
All right, I'm just going to extend this graphic out a little further because I want to add the name of the recipe to the front of it, which is BB's frozen peanut butter treats. Okay, so let's see how that plays out.
great. And let's just go over the ingredients in this treat real fast. We've got peanut.
Well, I forgot the S. There we go.
Let's just go over the ingredients in this treat real fast. We've got peanut butter,
Yes.
oatmeal.
Sweet potato or pumpkin.
So you can substitute pumpkin for sweet potato. We've got honey and
Coconut milk powder.
Right,
we
and so-
veganized it.
and so we were going to do milk powder, but since we
Great.
since our vegetarians were involved in this recipe, right? We went with the coconut milk powder, and I'll bet you that's going to be more tasty than the milk
Probably.
powder for the dogs.
Love it.
And I think the humans will love it too. So we get to eat these too. We want to, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's going to be so.
absolutely.
Let's get the kids going. They're going to.
Okay, so that's as far as we're gonna go on the timeline here. But let's add some B-roll so you can sort of see what that looks like, and we'll call it a day. So, not sure where my B-roll is here. I'm gonna have to look for it here. It says PL Cook B-roll here, so gonna go back to my screen here and see if I have the B-roll that I'm looking for. There's your oatmeal, there's your coconut milk powder, there's your honey. So I think it's all there. So let's see if we can start filling it in.
Great. And let's just go over the ingredients in this treat real fast. We've got peanut butter.
Yes.
All right. So that's not peanut butter, but I don't think we actually had peanut butter that day on the set. So I'm just going to use it. This is almond nut butter, but it looks the same. Sort of.
Peanut butter.
Yes.
Oatmeal.
Okay, the next one's oatmeal.
I don't know. I was just a lonely kid growing up. That's all.
And I like that shot of, you see it,
For a long time, right? Exactly.
see it all kind of falling into the cup. That's really a sweet shot. Nice work, guys. So I'm just gonna use that one.
Right, exactly. So you can sub.
Again, on B-roll, we're not really using much audio.
Peanut butter.
Yes.
Oatmeal.
Sweet potato.
In this treat real fast, we've got peanut butter.
Yes.
Oatmeal.
Sweet potato.
Peanut butter.
Okay, I realize I got to go back so you can see it. There we go.
And let's just go over the ingredients in this treat real fast. We've got peanut butter.
Yes.
Oatmeal.
Sweet potato or pumpkin.
So you can substitute pumpkin for sweet potato.
Okay, so sweet potato or pumpkin. Sweet potato is right here. And here's another shot of it too. So we have two shots. These are Hawaiian purple sweet potatoes, by the way. So which shot do you like better? This one or this one? Kind of like this one better myself. What do you think, Rubens? My friends at Rubens Nest, if you're hanging out, what do you think about shot? I like this shot myself. Kind of cool, something like that right there. All right.
Peanut butter.
Yes.
Oatmeal.
Sweet potato.
But we're gonna need this stuff. You can substitute pumpkin.
Or pumpkin.
So you can substitute pumpkin for sweet potato. We've got honey.
All right, now I can use this shot and then go right to the honey.
Enough ingredients, you know, them put some in their own bowl. You know what I mean? So
Just trying to find the right, just the right moment to use this shot.
I'm going to need to bring out ingredients. You need to find a finder of leading the almost some point in time. We're going to need to have enough ingredients further than actually don't book. You know what I mean? So at some point in time, we're going to need to bring.
So see how it's tilting like that, and I think that's kind of a cool part of it right there. So I'm going to grab that, bring it down. I might give it just slow it down a little bit. Just for effect. See what it looks like. All right.
Or pumpkin.
So you can substitute pumpkin for sweet potato. We've got honey and.
All right, so we'll move it over here.
Substitute pumpkin for sweet potato. We've got honey and.
Coconut milk powder.
All right, then our coconut milk powder right here. So there's a nice shot of the first time it's all falling here, like right in here. That's kind of a really nice shot. So I'm going to use that. And again, I might slow it down. I think it'd be kind of cool to slow it down. Oops.
For sweet potato, we've got honey and.
Coconut milk powder.
Right,
Yeah,
and
we
so-
veganized it.
And so we were going to do milk powder, but since our vegetarians were involved in this recipe, right, we went with the coconut milk powder, and I'll bet you that's going to be more tasty than the milk powder.
Okay, great. So that's pretty much that. So I'll it's what, the first minute and 25 seconds. We just spent an hour and 5 minutes, but let's watch it. Let's watch it all the way through here. The audio is up and down. I'm trying to adjust it manually as I play through this, but you can imagine, yourself some of the B-roll that we'll be putting in here, and so here we go.
So while Donica's back putting the blueberry treats in the freezer, we've got a special guest that we're going to ask to come out and join us, and that's BB. BB is the humane educator for the Hawaii Island Humane Society, and
Yes.
welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. You've got a special treat that was named after you that you're going to help the kids make here in just a second, but I just wanted to take a minute to, first of all, say thank you for all of the hard work that you do throughout the community for the kids and the adults, and of course for the animals. You have a lot of great programs for kids, don't you?
Yes, I do, and thank you for having us here. These are some of my Junior Pals. Junior Pals is one of the programs I do where the kids come and learn basic obedience, kindness to animals, and give one-on-one love and support to the animals that are at the shelter missing that one-on-one support.
That's so awesome.
So I'm just gonna, for all this, I'm gonna cover it with some of the shots from the other segment. Again, repeating shots, all the good ones.
That one-on-one support.
That's so awesome. And one of the other things you do with the kids is that you make these awesome dog bone shaped peanut butter treats for the dogs.
There are no bake dog treats, so anybody can make them, any age can make them. You can make them at home yourself with your youngsters. Kids love fun getting dirty. Dogs love them. Everybody they like them too. We've all tried them. We've tested them out, and it's really easy. You can mix them together with your hands, put them in the freezer, or you can stick them in a Kong because it's really soft. Give it to your dog for the day. Give them something to play with all day and get a treat. Or you can freeze them on a really hot day, give them a piece. Great way to cool down.
Great, and let's just go over the ingredients in this treat real fast. We've got peanut butter,
Yes.
oatmeal.
Sweet potato. Or pumpkin.
So you can substitute pumpkin for sweet potato. We've got honey and.
Coconut milk powder.
Right,
Yeah, we
and so-
veganized it.
And so we were going to do milk powder, but since we.
Let's see. That's pretty much about it. Let's look at that last piece one more
Cool
time.
down.
Great, and let's just go over the ingredients in this treat real fast. We've got peanut butter,
Yes.
oatmeal,
sweet potato, or pumpkin.
So you can substitute pumpkin for sweet potato. We've got honey and
Coconut milk powder.
All right,
We
and
veganized it.
so we were going to do milk powder, but since
Great.
since our vegetarians were involved in this recipe, right? We went with the coconut milk powder, and I'll bet you that's going to be more tasty than the milk powder
Those
for the
dogs will
dogs.
love it, yeah.
And I think the humans will love it too. So we get to eat these too. We want to, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's going to be so.
absolutely.
Let's get the kids going. You're gonna make one for them real fast, and
Okay, so let's get the kids going. I think that's a good place to stop and pick up the edit at the next session. So there you have it. That's episode CTV59 Puppy Love Session 5. And today we edited together a multi-camera clip that we assembled first. And not the whole thing, obviously. It goes pretty far out here, as you can see. But let me make it smaller for you and just show you the edits that we did do today. A lot of them right in here. Right, all in this section right here. So that's what we did. Thanks for joining me. Love to see you guys back. I know there's not many people watching live, but that's okay. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. It's helping to kill the time. For sure, during this very tough time in people's lives, and I hope to see you guys again soon. So for now, I say aloha and a hui ho, and we'll see you next time. Aloha.